Who pays my hospital bill if I got shot? There is another mass shooting going on, and I wonder if I do not have insurance and need medical treatment like an emergency surgery and physical and psychological therapy and long-time care. Who is gonna pay? I will most likely not be able to sue the shooter. Am I stuck not just with the effects of the trauma but the costs also? If you can't sue the shooter, yes, you are stuck with the bill. You do. In America, GoFundMe or go fuck yourself. You have the freedom to pay it yourself. That's why the terrorists hate us. Depends. In Europe? The state. In America? Probably you. This is the most American question I have ever seen. In the Netherlands our universal healthcare system. And that means all 16 million premium-paying adults. The employers, healthcare companies, and the government. It's just absorbed. You'd get the same care as always. You could eventually sue the shooter for psychological damages. Or lost income if you'd be permanently disabled afterwards. But the healthcare would be covered. In the US, it's probably your own problem. Or so I understand. I hate that this is a legit question for the times we live in. As others have said, you are ultimately responsible. You can pursue the shooter or anyone involved. But that assumes they have money or assets. In high-profile incidents the hospital may forgive some of the cost. The state may also have a victim fund or another charity might step in. Of course if you have insurance, it will mostly just fall to your insurance and no one will do you any favors. Yes. And hospitals can attach liens, garnish wages, and take other steps to get their money. Bankruptcy might be a good option. It sounds rough, but you knew the risks when you chose to go outside. Stay home exist. Thoughts and prayers definitely not paying for it. I think thoughts and prayers pay the bill. You do. But I believe some states have victim assistance funds through gov or nonprofit. If you're American, unfortunately IDK about otherwise. I've never understood this. That such a supposed amazing country doesn't have decent healthcare. Money. Money is all it's about it seems over there. Hallelujah Europe cold sweat smile. You need medical insurance. I was shot 4 times about 10 years ago. Hospital bills were over $1 million. Luckily had insurance through my parents at the time. We paid virtually nothing. Shooter was never caught. This question is serious. Not a joke. Is just heartbreaking. And speaks loudly to the current pulse of our nation. I cry for thee, America, my beloved country. So wild to me that places exist where you have to pay to go to the hospital. In the US I assume if you can't pay they'll shoot you again. You do. Enjoy your freedom bud. America. Don't you just love all that freedom? America is the only country where you can get shot, survive, get released from the hospital, see your medical bill and wish you died instead cause now you're bankrupt for the rest of your existence. In America, you do. As part of the trial, the shooter could be asked to pay back your medical bills. But those payments could take forever to come back to you. Hospitals offer cheaper billing to people with financial need. You could end up with no bill if you're in the right income bracket. Ask the right questions. Shootings and medical bills are two unfortunate, very American issues. It sucks, but you'd be stuck with the psychological and physical damage plus the bill. Yay bootstraps. This is the most American question ever asked. I was a victim of a crime, not a shooting that left me injured. The state I live in paid my medical bills related to the injury. God bless America lol. Don't worry. The Second Amendment protects your right to affordable healthcare. And millions in the USA are passionate about protecting it. Oh, wait. It's not that at all. It's posts like these that make me thankful for free healthcare. Hospitals be like business bad. Fuck you pay me. Oh you had a fire fuck you pay me. Oh place got hit by lightning fuck you pay me. I challenge anybody to come up with more American question. This is such an American thing to ask lol. You can apply for victim reparation funds. Typically, it's your insurance first. You can't be denied care in this circumstance. You get a lawyer and go for victim funds. It's your body, so you have to pay for the bill unless you take the shooter to court for the hospital bills, I'm guessing. You until you sue for damages, but good luck getting it out of the guy in prison. Just make sure if you get shot it's fatal. Problem solved. IIRC universal healthcare in Europe started around WW2. Innocents were getting bombed and needed medical attention. The government paid the bill. Been that way since the 1940s, I think. Again, I could totally be wrong. WW2 didn't touch any major city in America. So we didn't implement the same thing here. Therefore you get the privilege to pay for being shot. You do. And then you apply for bankruptcy. The hospital will treat you no problem. But you will still get the bill. Kind of strange that the result of getting shot is financial ruin. Some people are saying you do, which in the immediate sense is right. But there is often assistance support recourse for you. There is one entity who we can say with absolute certainty will never pay for your medical bills if you are shot. And that is the company that made the gun you were shot with. They are legally protected from ever paying a cent, regardless of how negligent they are in the manufacture or sale of the gun. If a gun is just a tool, then the manufacturer should be liable for damages caused by their work. Just like any other tool. Lots of wrong answers at the top. We all do. If you don't have insurance, you'll never be able to afford any of the treatment that the hospital is required by law to provide, regardless of your ability to pay. So they'll bill you. You won't pay. And eventually they'll write off that debt and up everybody's prices who can pay to cover the losses. If you want medical care, you do. If you don't, you can pay for your funeral. All I am learning in this post is I guess I'll just die then. Save me a lot of money that way. This is America. You do. There may be some victims fund in your state or you sue the shooter's estate. But the hospital will come after you. Cheaper to die. Yes. Immediate life-saving care will be given in the emergency room. You will be billed for it. And it will destroy your credit if you won't pay. Therapy, recovery, pain management, etc. are not life or death care, so they will be provided upon payment. Welcome to the land of freedom and opportunity. You do, assuming you live in America, the country of the free. You're free to pay your own bill or you are free to let it go to collections. Your choice. You're free to make it. Or not. It doesn't matter. You need to pay your dues. This country is absolutely fucked. Jesus. All of us do. One of the many reasons that healthcare is so expensive in the US is that everyone involved is gonna get paid, and that money has to come from somewhere. It can either come in on the front end, Medicare for all, single payer, where the prices can be negotiated and controlled and paid for via taxes, and insurance companies don't get involved or on the back end like we do it now. But the money ultimately comes from all of us. Our country is so broken, if this is a thought that even crosses one's mind. America, where you can get shot in a mass shooting, and you get rewarded with a millions of dollars bill. What a fucking shithole. I should write a story about a guy who gets shot in a mass shooting and destroyed by medical bills. He retaliates against society by going on a mass shooting.